Hello and welcome to Tough Love with Yesenia G. This podcast is a space where we will be having tough conversations, always rooted in love. My name is Yesenia Garcia, and I will be sharing my point of view as a mother, wife, and first generation Mexican American woman living in today's world. I will talk about the experiences and challenges I've faced throughout the years that have taught me valuable lessons, and I hope you can find them helpful too. Thank you again for tuning in to Tough Love with Yesenia G. Let's get started with today's episode. Hey guys, what's up? What are you guys up to? Well, guess what? This is my birthday episode. Yes, this is my birthday week. I'm going to be celebrating another trip around the sun. I'm grateful to be able to spend it with my family and my friends and all my loved ones. So, what I want to do today is actually interview myself. I wrote down some questions, and I think that this will help just share more about myself to dig a little deeper, because I do want to, share my deep thoughts and emotions with you guys. So, first question, pretty simple. Where are you from? Well, I was born and raised in Los Angeles. I grew up in South Central LA. I'm currently living in Southeast Los Angeles. And my parents are both Mexican, and they're from the state of Durango, to be specific. Okay, my next question is, what did you aspire to be when you were younger? Well, when I was younger, I didn't really have a specific career in mind. I just always wanted to work in an office. I know it sounds so boring now, but before I would see people in their business suits and their briefcases walking into these tall buildings. So I thought, wow, like they must be so important. Like that's what I want to do. So that's the only thing I really aspired to be. And do I still want to do that now? No, I do not. Okay, next question. What's a recent or a valuable lesson that you have learned? Heavy is the head that wears the crown. I think that's a valuable lesson that I've learned recently, because I was upset and I was angry and sad that I felt I didn't have a role model growing up, or somebody that I can look to ask these sort of questions to, right? When I was little, I always had, I guess, this unrealistic expectation that I was going to be saved by Superman or by my fairy godmother. And even till this day, I carried that hurt and that pain that person never became. But I had to let it go. My feelings were real. I really felt that way, but I had to let it go. And my responsibility now is to be that person for my kids. And I had to take on that challenge. So that's what it means. The crown, yes, it's beautiful. It's shiny, but it's heavy. And you have to carry that on your head. So I accepted it. I've accepted it. I've accepted the crown that I was given. And I am still here. Next question. What code do you live by? So, a code that I live by is karma. I believe that what comes around goes around. I believe that the energy that you put out, it's going to come back to you one way or the other. So always send good intentions if you want that in return. Next question. What do you want your legacy to be after you're gone? Okay, so I want my legacy after I'm gone to be of breaking barriers, of strength, resilience, and community. I want my legacy to be about helping give power back to the people. Okay, and one last question. And this question, I will admit that I borrowed it from another popular podcast. Drink champs. And the question is, what's more important, loyalty or respect? And for me, I have to say that it would be respect. If I had to choose one, I would choose respect over loyalty. And you're probably surprised because being a Leo, we're hella loyal. Very loyal people. So that's the type of person I am, period. Loyal. But the reason that I choose respect over loyalty is because I feel like if more people have respect for one another, we would have less problems in the world. So what I mean by that is that respecting each other's lives, period. Respecting each other's religions, each other's ways of living. I believe that as long as you're not hurting other people, you should be able to live your life the way you see fit without anybody telling you or judging you. So I think if we were to be more respectful of each other as humans, as neighbors, respect each other's religion, families, respect each other's points of views, I think that we would get a lot further as a community and around the world. Loyalty, it is important. Not to say that it's needed, but it is appreciated. I appreciate loyalty, but I can't expect that from everybody. And I, again, do expect respect from everybody. Whether you like me or not, I don't want to be disrespected. And I'm sure you don't either. Um, but I can't expect you to be loyal to me. Why, right? Usually you're going to be loyal to somebody that you have connections with. And even then, I understand that loyalty can fade. So that's not something that I hold, you know, at too high regard, even though I am a hella loyal person. I know, so ironic. All right, y'all. That's all for today. Thank you so much for spending time with me during my birthday. Let me know your thoughts on my first interview on the podcast. What did you think of my questions and my answers? Okay. Well, also remember to let me know what do you want me to talk about for the next episode, or if you have any questions that you would like for me to answer on the podcast. Leave me a comment, follow, like, subscribe, and share on Instagram and YouTube. All right, take care and see y'all later. Bye. Remember, I am not a licensed mental health professional. The information provided on this podcast is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment.